You guys know I say it every day. I'm all about the food always. And so anytime I find somebody who makes something delicious, I have to find out more about it. So I want to welcome Laurie Relusco from Penelope's Bake Stop to the show today. Hello, Laurie.
Hi, how's it going?
I'm excellent, but
Good.
probably gaining pounds just while we're talking.
Yes.
So you are a scone baker, cottage baker, is that right?
Yes.
And so tell us how you discovered you loved scones and how you do it.
I discovered scones ages ago, and I've just always liked them. But I do biscotti, I do cookies, brownies, I do cinnamon rolls, I do orange rolls, I do bread, I do bagels, I do a lot of things. As we were talking before we were live, there's a lot of things I'm not allowed to make. Like I
Right,
can't
yeah.
make chicken pot pie and sell that to the public because refrigeration needs to be monitored and things like that.
So there's rules about cottage
Uh-huh.
baking, which means you can't refrigerate or it can't need to be
It can be
refrigerated and things
correct.
like that. So you cannot use certain ingredients.
Correct.
So biscotti, I love biscotti.
Yeah, I just made some double chocolate biscotti today for a customer on Saturday, so it
Yeah.
all smells great.
Yes, I bet it does. I'm not a chocolate fan, but I
Oh,
do. It's
okay.
okay. It's all good. Save those for someone else. But all right. So you found this love for baking. When did
Mhm.
you establish, and who is Penelope?
Penelope is me. It's a name I that blurted out one time when I was real young at a bar, and somebody asked me my name, and I didn't want to tell them my name, so Penelope blurted out, and that's the name I used my whole life. Every time I
Nicknames are best born in the bar. I love it. I love it.
Yep, yep. So that's where that came from. And a bake stop. It was going to be bake shop, but then I was like, why not Penelope Pit Stop? Some people will get it, some won't. It's okay. It's all
We,
good.
we had a cat named Penelope Pitstop. So
Okay,
for sure.
awesome.
Yep. Yep.
We
I
remember the
definitely know.
cartoon.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was a good one.
Yeah. So when did you start?
I started right in the middle of the pandemic, pretty much. I was a meeting planner for a scientific nonprofit, and running a Zoom meeting really only takes one person, not three or four. And I got let go.
Ah.
So I was like, well, we've got to pivot. I have to figure it out. To be honest, I have arthritis in my hands, and my typing skills had really gone downhill, and now they're much worse. Um, so I was decided I really didn't want to be in an office
Yeah.
anymore. I'd been in an office my entire life.
Yeah.
Um, so I was like, what can I do? So I applied for the farmer's market, I guess right on time, and I got in and I started making money, and that was the end of that.
Well, there
So
you go.
I joined more farmers markets, and now I have three a week.
Oh,
In
wow.
the summertime, one starts this Saturday, the Frederick Farmers Market, which is by Gavigan's Furniture on Route 40,
Oh, gotcha.
up
Yep. Yep.
40. Um,
And
one
that's every
is
Saturday?
That's every Saturday from 10 to 1. And then Sunday, the city market downtown where the old Carmack Chase used to be,
Oh, right.
and at 331 North Market. And then Wednesday evenings, 4 to 7 at Jefferson, where the fire station is out in
Oh,
Jefferson.
that's pretty good.
Mhm,
So, you having that consistency, I guess, it
mhm.
just means you're just constantly replenishing.
Constant. Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. This would be your third
The third
year
year.
or fourth? Third
Mhm,
year. Third
third.
year. Yeah.
Mhm.
Excellent. What's your biggest seller?
Probably the maple pecan scone.
Wow, that sounds good.
It is good. I found a flavoring that is very unique, strong. You feel like you're eating breakfast in Vermont. It's beautiful. It's a natural flavoring,
Yes.
and you can't find it in the store. So I'm not telling anybody what it is.
Yes, that's good. Keep those secrets
That's
safe.
right. That's
Yes.
right.
Do you experiment with flavorings all the time?
Yes, I've bought many I don't like. Well, Cherry flavorings taste like medicine.
Yes. My
Lemon,
husband will attest he hates
yeah,
cherry because of that. Yeah.
yeah, lemon flavorings just don't taste right.
Yeah.
Um, so I use the real thing.
Yeah, look,
Oh,
it's so funny
almost
you say
always.
that because my mom just made these lemon truffle things and
Mhm.
used lemon extract or whatever it
Right.
was in there, and they just didn't taste right. It was
Yeah.
weird.
There's
Yeah.
a flavor you get in the back end that just doesn't go away.
Yeah.
Good.
Uh,
So,
yeah, agree.
yeah,
Yeah.
lots of lemon zest, lots of real cherries, real
Yeah.
strawberries, real
Yes.
everything.
What has been the biggest challenge in the last few years of owning your business?
The winters for sure.
Yeah.
That's tough, and because you've got to build up a clientele. And I think this year would have been great had it not been for the bad weather during all my opportunities to go out and sell were really bad weather days.
Oh no. So you
So
mean
it was a really tough winter. Yeah. Well, we do
right.
the farmers market out on 40 by Gavigan's every other weekend in the winter time.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm still accessible, still out there. Yeah. But one day it was 8 degrees,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Can't
So
can't can't do much.
yeah. So
Um
we have other jobs.
yeah, yeah. What what has been your kind of greatest success to date? Do you have any like pivotal moments where you're like, okay, this is really cool?
My very first phone call for an order. It
Ah,
was
very
like,
good.
I know who I am.
That's great.
Or yeah, and it's word of mouth recommendation, really. At the farmers market, somebody will buy something from you, tell their friend, they come next week,
Yeah.
and then they keep coming back.
Yeah.
And that's the best thing. But there was, besides the first phone call and the first real order like that, there really hasn't been anything besides a couple of really good events. That's one of the hard things about baking for farmers markets and events. How much do you make?
Yeah, I
You
bet
know,
that's really really
how much
tough.
are you making? How much money do you want to make?
Right.
And sometimes you're over, sometimes you're under. You just
Yeah.
never know.
It's the same with food trucks. I talk to a
Right.
lot of our food truck people and
Mhm.
just trying to
Yeah.
guesstimate of the
It's
number
very
of people
difficult.
supposedly attending, how many are going
Right.
to want what you're making, and
Hmm.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, and it's a big expense, because you're not
It
buying
is.
100-pound bags of flour. You know what
Yes,
I
I
mean?
am.
So, you are?
Yes, I am.
That's smart.
I
That is
am not.
smart.
I am not grocery store shopping this. I opened a couple of wholesale food accounts two
Yeah.
years ago, and I've got the space. My kitchen now looks like a pantry. You know, full of plastic totes, full of flour, sugar, whole wheat flour, high gluten flour. All kinds of stuff. So you know, that's okay. It's better that way. I read on Facebook all the time people getting started in the cottage business. And I'm like, just go buy your main ingredients wholesale
Yeah.
and buy the rest at the grocery store.
There
Because
you
of course,
go.
of
Yeah,
course, you're always
that's
going to
good
need fresh
advice.
fresh fruit. Yeah, because you're going to waste all that money at the beginning if you're
Yeah.
buying $8, uh, $10 bags of flour
Yes.
when you can get 5 times that much for half the price. So you just have to have a place to store it. That's a hard. That's hard too.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
mean, I think
Yeah.
budgeting, pricing,
Hmm.
guesstimating what you're going to be doing would be very difficult.
Well,
Um,
cost putting the price on your products relatively easy. There's an app out there called Cake Cost, and you
really?
just put all your ingredients in and how much you paid for them, and then it'll automatically, if you bought 5 pounds and you only use 50 grams, it'll calculate it out for you. You can put your hourly rate in there. You can put everything in there, the cost of your packaging, and then it gives you a price, a suggested price.
That
So
is
yeah,
ingenious.
and it's free.
That is crazy. I
And
love
best
it.
and best of all, it turns out I wasn't ripping myself or the customer
Well,
off. I
there
had
you
them
go.
priced
You
out
were
pretty good. So
really, so you
yeah,
were about in the right space.
I
That's pretty
was.
good.
I change one or two things, and that's it out of all the
That
things I make.
that's pretty good, Laurie.
Yeah.
So what happens when you do have an event that you plan for and whether it gets canceled?
Mhm.
I mean, are your neighbors all
They
feeling pretty
love
good?
me. Yeah, yeah. They get lots of cookies. My son and his friends, they get lots of cookies. I bring them to work with me. I work at a part-time job at the Giant Eagle out on 40.
Okay.
So I supply them with all the leftovers. If it's things that can freeze,
Yeah.
and some things come out of the freezer the same, and some don't. So if
Right.
it's some things that I can freeze, now that the market's week after week, I have a little section on my table that says previously frozen and everything's half price. And that is typically the first thing I sell out of that
Oh,
day.
that yeah, because
Yeah,
my
because,
goodness, pretty
you
much
know,
everything we're eating everywhere else in any shop has been frozen for
exactly.
at one
So,
point or another. So yeah, people are
yeah.
used to that.
So I
Well,
save it
that's
that way.
yeah, yeah, that's phenomenal. So how can people find you? Do you are you on social?
I am. I'm on
Okay.
Facebook. I'm on Instagram. You can just search up Penelope's Bake Stop. You'll find me. I also have a website, which is a little hard for me to
Up
run.
up oh
I'm
yeah,
not an
keeping it
expert
yeah,
at
it's
keeping
okay.
it
I'll make
updated.
sure we put the website up on the screen and people can check that out too.
Mhm.
Um, if there's just one thing you'd want everybody to know about Penelope's Bake Stop, what would it be?
Flavor, when you buy something from me, it's going to taste good.
Well, I appreciate your time,
Okay,
and we
thank
look
you.
forward to finding you at the farmers markets around
Mhm.
Frederick and in Jefferson. And we wish you all the success. And the next
Thank you.
time we meet, I will come out to wherever you're set up so we can see you in action and check out your goodies.
That would be awesome.
All
Thank
right,
you.
Laurie, thanks so
All right,
much.
appreciate it.